Who do you think empowers demons? Our own demons. It's us. We give it the power, or we take the power from it. How do we do so? By having balance, by not fearing the light and the dark side of you, by being able to have peace in moments of time, being able to know when to use which or the other, because you definitely will need both if you want to get through life. You can't get through life the other way. You need to have balance. You see, we focus, if you notice, she's happy with simplicity. She has everything, she has everything, if you see in the picture, but she gets that from simplicity. It's from her knowing who she is. She could be in that robe, she could be in a trash bag. It doesn't change her mind. So to be trying to seek happiness and to try for some reason to think that the message is, if you see the bird, that, you know, we got to seek exterior things to try to find knowledge. We do, because that's how we seek inspiration. That's how we get motivated to things. But everything really comes from us, because I can hand you $1 million. If you're not in the correct state of mind, you'll go and probably buy something that's going to end up being you ODing. You'll end up getting a car, you end up wrecking somewhere, and it takes your life from you. So you have to keep that in mind. I don't think people know that. You see, we create. We're the creators of our own world. I've been trying to explain this to people, how everyone bases it on God or the devil. Those are really just energies. These titles and that perspective and way of thinking, these images, those were given to basic people, because someone who's tapped in, or who knows himself, herself, who knows who their soul is and is aligned to who they are, you don't categorize things, because you recognize that everyone is different. However, we need that in order to be us. And what does this mean? It doesn't mean that we're going to copy them. Nah. It just lets us know that we stand in our power. That no matter if the world moves one way, we don't have to move with them and throw our rhythm off, because this is the way they want to move. We continue our own thing, and we continue to elevate and push our own selves. You know, we become our own competition. There is no competition. So to be blaming it on the devil and God, that's really its accountability, a lack of it. So even with manifestations and prayers and things like that, it doesn't work out for people because they're not matching it. So it's like a negative and a positive, a battery. Both make a certain frequency, but you need that balance. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that balance between you and for yourself. This is how you become confident in the actions that you'll start taking. Being fearless. Standing in your throne. Knowing that what's yours is yours. And that you are the creator of it. All this, I'm telling you, the world lacks information. And then you got the wrong podcast with the wrong subscribers. But then again, subscribers really doesn't mean nothing. Subscribers actually resemble and reflect. It's a reflector of the creator. So for example, if you have Joe Rogan, we all know he's a wise person, wisdom, knows a little bit about everything. and look at the amount of subscribers. It just shows that there's so much intelligence around the world. And then there's these channels that you'll take a look, and it's either fear-mongering podcasts or just spreading false information. Jesus is God. Where? In the Bible? The Bible's fake. So it doesn't make sense. So if you have a person saying these type of things and trying to persuade the world to think a certain way, that automatically and off the bat lets you know what side they're on. Because anything with light offers free will, so they won't force you. Just because I believe in good and under everything of light, and because I work and I'm in love and service of the divine, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna hold a burner to your neck and be like, you're forced to do this. No, because I want you to go learn. So if you want to go and burn yourself, go burn yourself. I'm giving the gem, so I'm playing my part, and that's all we can worry about is ourselves. So don't get irritated because others know, just do your part. And then don't force it, because when you try to force it to get the wrong followers, then you end up leading and having the wrong crowd trying to, and it's not good. We don't want the wrong crowd. And then having self-care. Sacrificing yourself without regret. So it's like, you ever see an animal licking itself, cleaning itself? It doesn't walk around and says sorry after. It does what it needs to, and it keeps it moving. And that's what we need to do as humans, and not think about everything and try to categorize and make sense of it all. How about you just experience the feeling and the emotion, and it's on you to not allow these situations, whether it's somebody pissing you off, irritating. I get irritated. It doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and hurt someone. I'm going to opinionate and drop my opinion. They do it, so why can't I? But it doesn't mean I'm going to hurt no one. I'm cool. I don't want to hurt no one. I'm good. Y'all do the hurting. I'm trying to elevate and rise the planet, so we raise the frequency so we can stop doing that and focus on the root of the issue being the mind. We focus on appearance and everything else but the mind. Focus on the mind, and then you can work everything out. You become more attractive. Focus on the mind. Focus on yourself, and you become more attractive. So you gotta love yourself. You don't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you? That's how you end up. That's how you end up with the wrong people. You see the snakes? See the apple? That's how you end up biting and accepting knowledge that it's actually not good for you. And then again, you point the fingers, after them. Really, it's us. No one puts us in cages. We put ourselves in cages. I had this problem at one time, at one point in my life growing up, where I would see a cop and you just fear them. You just think you're in the wrong. Now I look at cops and I taunt them. It's like I'm waving and you want to raise? Oh, I'll raise. Or you know what I mean? Because you're not wrong. And that's the difference. You see, that's having a sense of ease, being at peace, having a peaceful state of mind, unlike others who religious people who try to fake the funk, and then reality hits and they get struck with real situations and moments that are outside of the environment of a church, and they don't know how to handle it. They'll go, take out people and do things that they later regret, and ends up, with them losing their life or them being locked up. So you just have to really pay attention, because it's like, This is crazy. Repairing the veil. Forgiveness. You see, and it's just you repiecing yourself back up, but also revealing that veil. So not hiding who you truly are, accepting who you are, in knowing that you're also the creator of your own reality. You don't gotta. It's your life is in your hands, not in another's hands. You working for someone or working a 9 to 5 doesn't mean your life is in their hands. It's still in your hands. People wonder why they get the outcomes that they get, and it's because of the actions that we take. Every action comes with the reaction. And look, power of prayer. But then again, manifestations, prayers, church, religion. Anything that you think is an excuse to call yourself holy, it's not going to work that way. You have to meet that frequency. And whatever it is that you believe in, you have to match that frequency. Give the situation to God, your higher self, for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So pay attention to the signs. Sometimes what we're asking for is right in front of us.